Here we're making and doing some tests on carbon dioxide. So we're going to prepare our carbon dioxide by reacting marble chips, so these are calcium carbonate, with hydrochloric acid. We're going to carry out our reaction in a conical flask, and we'll put our chips in there first and we'll pour our acid in through the Thistle funnel. Any gas produced will then travel through our tubing here, and we're going to tuck that again under the Thistle funnel in our trough. And on top of the Thistle funnel, I'm going to have my inverted gas jars. So I've got two gas jars here, both of those are full of water, ready so that we can put them in place. So that's our first job. So we turn all the way over with the slide still in place, the cover still in place, and then carefully slide out the cover, and then the gas jar can sit like that. We'll take the lid off the conical flask and put the marble chips inside. Replace the bung, and the tubing's come out. Replace the tubing as well, and then tubing's still there. Then I will pour the acid through the funnel, and as it's coming through, you can observe again what's happening in the conical flask and what you can see in the gas jar there. Now today we're actually going to prepare 2 jars of our carbon dioxide. So once I've got enough acid in here that I can leave it doing its thing, and our other gas jar has had all the water displaced, I will then swap over so that we can make a second lot. So to do that, I just need to put the slide back in place. Oops, there we go. And then that's now full of gas. And then I can put this one along, and then we'll see it, there we go, filling up pretty promptly. What we do need to be careful of when we're doing this is that the water level doesn't rise above the side of the trough, because obviously each time you fill a gas jar of replace a gas jar of water with gas, the water is ending up in the trough there. So it's always a good idea to keep an eye on your gas volume, or your water volume, sorry, as you go along there. So that one is nearly done. There we go, we can see the water level below the outside water level there, and then below the Thistle funnel now. Okay, so we're now going to do some tests on our carbon dioxide gas. So our first test here is to see the effect that carbon dioxide has on a lit splint. So you might like to think about how you associate with carbon dioxide with burning, and where you might have seen carbon dioxide in relation to burning as well. Okay, so we've got a nicely lit splint, and I'm going to dunk that into the CO2. Okay, so think about your observation and think about how that could be used in an everyday application there. So our second test is then going to be having a look at whether carbon dioxide is an acidic gas, an alkaline gas, or a neutral gas. And in order to do that, we just need to make sure it's dissolved up in a little bit of water first. Put in a bit of distilled water there. Give it a good swill around to dissolve it up. And then to test, I'm going to put in a few drops of universal indicator solution. So you've used this in your acids topic, so you might like to think about the colours. And again, I'll give that a good shake. And we've got our colour chart here, so that you can decide what pH we're seeing there. So the final thing we need to do here is have a look at a test for carbon dioxide. And in order to do that, we are going to, that's close, bubble our carbon dioxide into lime water here. So I'm going to put some into the beaker. And then I'm going to stand this on the beehive shelf so that you can see it. And then we can just twist our tubing round and poke that straight in. Now you might be able to see there that that's going quite cloudy. Now I'm just going to move this away from our trough because the cloudiness of the trough itself isn't particularly helping. So if we have a look at that there, that's better now. Okay, so if we compare our original lime water, okay, so a clear solution there, to our lime water now, which has gone cloudy. So we can say that carbon dioxide will turn lime water cloudy. You might sometimes see it being called milky as well. So milky or cloudy. Now I'm going to use this test again. So I'm going to put lime water into my test tube here. And I have a straw here, and I am going to blow through the straw into the lime water, and you can observe what's happening there as well. Okay, so are we happy that that one's gone cloudy as well? And again, sometimes just comparing with the original solution helps to see the difference there.